Jody Juliana Powell for PS News.
Protesters rallied at the state capitol in Austin, Texas on Saturday to oppose any legislative attempt to pass school vouchers. Governor Greg Abbott supports school vouchers. Demonstrators says it is wrong to use tax dollars to help parents put their children in private schools, when the money could be provided in much need to help public schools. One representative cited the Texas Constitution. It says the state must provide a free public education to all Texas students and children. The Texas State Teachers Association says vouchers would defund the public school system. But supporters of the idea says it gives parents a choice where they can send their child to school. Is your food budget stretched?
Is your food budget stretched too thin? Xavier Brissett tells us about a great resource on campus.
The Cardinal Cupboard, SUNY Plattsburgh's food shelf, is seeing some new changes. It has been relocated to the former Quake radio station located in the back of Bergey's Den in the hopes to provide more food and services for students.
We are able to provide food items to off-campus students, and then during extended breaks we're able to provide food items to on-campus students. Our self-care and toiletry items we provide to all students, so all students have access to that. In addition, we are also doing education and programming through the Cardinal Cupboard. So we're really trying to educate students on nutrition and food sustainability and food budget, and how to, stretch a dollar with food. So that's something that's new with the Cardinal Cupboard. And then also, if a student needs further help beyond just the campus food pantry, it's working with students to share food pantries in our local area, and perhaps even connecting with what's called SNAP benefits. It's our New York State benefits to help with purchasing food on a monthly kind of EBT type of card.
If you're looking to help, the cupboard is always accepting donations, many of which come from the surrounding community.
So we are in a bit of a transition with where the Cardinal Cupboard gets its funding and its supplies. So typically we get our funding through what's our College Foundation grant. And this is money that is donated from your faculty and your staff. We also get donations from the local churches in our area, and also from different departments and faculty staff. So a bulk of it is our local churches, our faculty and staff, and just recently we received what's called SUNY funding. So it's SUNY incremental funds that we can now put towards the food pantry, and we're able to allocate that and expand and provide further services to students, which is amazing.
Looking towards the future, the Cardinal Cupboard is looking to expand the food they offer to students and have high hopes for providing fresh produce in the near future.
So we are right now partnering with the Regional Food Bank, and hopefully we'll have our first order of fresh produce next month to provide to students, which we haven't had that before. This funding has allowed it, and it's something that students need and students want, nutritious food. So that's something that we're looking forward to, helping the Cardinal Cupboard expand and evolve, and looking forward to the future.
From outside the Cardinal Cupboard, I'm Xavier Brissett with PSTV News.
Matthew Gaston spoke with campus police chief on the reasons that we need to use crosswalks on campus.
Safety on the roadways is not just meant for drivers, but for pedestrians as well. Former patrol officer and investigator Patrick Rasco, who is now serving as the police chief at SUNY Plattsburgh, says that drivers and pedestrians are equally responsible for one another's safety at crosswalks.
Use the crosswalk. Don't cross the road in between the crosswalks, because at the crosswalks, drivers should be, in most cases are, looking for pedestrians to be crossing those locations.
The police chief says that knowing who has the right-of-way at the crosswalks is very important.
Pedestrians have the right-of-way, provided the car has ample opportunity to stop. Everywhere else on the roadway, the car has the right of way.
The chief says that accidents that happen at crosswalks may not always be the driver's fault.
Anyone, civilians, pedestrians, crossing at crosswalks provide enough notice to vehicles so they can stop. We've all seen it where a pedestrian is walking down the sidewalk and makes a 90-degree turn walking down the sidewalk and makes a 90-degree turn at the crosswalk, and the driver of the vehicle that's approaching needs to slam their brakes on to come to an abrupt halt right at the edge of the crosswalk because they were given no time and no warning that that was going to occur. Pedestrians need to give vehicles an opportunity to stop.
Reporting for PS News, I'm Matt Gaston.
The Washington, D.C. Board of Elections says hackers may have accessed hundreds of thousands of lines of voter data. The board says it first learned Thursday that a hacking group claimed to have breached its records. So the board brought in the FBI and Department of Homeland Security to help with the investigation. Voting records were reportedly accessed through the website hosting provider used by the agency. The board says its internal databases were not directly compromised. Officials took the website down as a precaution. Separately, and more importantly, in local news, former upstate New York election official Jason Schofield pleaded guilty in early 2023 to federal identity theft charges that arose from his fraudulent use of voters' personal information to apply for a dozen absentee ballots in 2021. He admitted to using bogus ballots through a state website in his role as Republican election commissioner when entering his plea in the U.S. District Court in Albany. Mr. Schofield's guilty plea is a part of the broader federal inquiry into potential ballot fraud across Rensselaer County, just east of Albany. We're going to take a quick break. After this, a look at your weather.
Hard work, dedication, communication, just overall commitment to training and one another.
I can be a part of something bigger than myself. Hard work and dedication. I wouldn't be where I am without Jack.
Going in every day, working hard, looking to improve. They're going to be good and bad days, but making sure you can overcome that.
Being there for your teammates.
Finding your limit and then wanting to do better than that.
Dedication. Needs family.
Fun.
Dedication.
Hey Plattsburgh, I'm meteorologist Marcel Gibbs. Here's a look at your local weather. Now we're seeing a whole mix across the board. I'm not really sure how this one is here, but we'll get to that later. We're seeing 49 for Owl's Head, 51 for Vermontville, 48 for Dannemora. A lot of 40s and 50s across this board. 57 for Plattsburgh, 57 for All Sable Fort. We somehow have a 71 for St. Albans City. At least one of us is warm here. And then we got a 60 for Wilson. Now let's take a look at your 5-day forecast. We're seeing a mix that I do not like. Fall is truly in season. We are seeing 56 for Thursday with that rain shower that we saw earlier. Oh, I bet you guys weren't enjoying that. I know I wasn't. We got 56 as well for Friday, but at least the sun is here and we don't get any rain. We got 57 for Saturday, so the temperature seems to be going up, and then it immediately plummets on Sunday and the sun disappears with the temperature of 54, and on Monday it seems to be getting worse because the sun is still not here and the temperature goes down. 53, triple whammy and triple threat. That is all that I have for weather. Thank you. After the break, we'll head back to the desk for entertainment and sports. Stay with us.
Oh, the radio stopped working. A startling revelation from Jada Pinkett Smith ahead of the release of her forthcoming memoir. The Red Table Talk host says that she and her husband Will Smith have been living completely separate lives since 2016, but they were not ready to go in public with their separation until now. In a clip of an upcoming NBC News primetime special, Pinkett Smith told K2B there were, quote, a lots of things that led to their breakup. However, she made a promise that would never be the reason for her and Smith to divorce. And she's, quote, I just haven't been able to take a break that promise. The superstar couple is not legally divorced. They have been married since 1997. Pinkett Smith book Worthy releases October 17th.
Rock band U2 paid tribute to the at least 260 people killed at a music festival in Israel over the weekend. Revelers at an all-night dance party near the Gaza border found themselves under fire shortly after sunrise on Saturday. Many of them were reportedly shot as they tried to escape the violence. Some survivors were captured by militant group Hamas and are being held hostage. Never want to shy away from political causes, U2 singer Bono dedicated the song Pride in the Name of Love to the Nova Festival victims. He pointed out the irony of singing a song about nonviolence about the situation. U2 is currently performing a string of shows at the Sphere in Las Vegas.
The culinary world is mourning the death of celebrity chef Michael Sciarello. According to a statement from his company, Sciarello died Saturday while he was being treated for an acute allergic reaction, which has led to an anaphylactic shock. He was known for his time hosting the Food Network series Easy Entertaining with Michael Sciarello for 10 seasons beginning in 2003. He also appeared on other cooking series, including Top Chef, Iron Chef America. In a statement, his family says they will remember Sciarello for his passion to, quote, savors life's flavors. Sciarello was just 61 years old. The Food Network, like CNN, is owned by the Warner Brothers Discovery.
Jonas Brothers singer Joe Jonas and actress Sophie Turner have come to an interim custody agreement involving their two daughters. According to a joint statement from the two on Tuesday, their children will now split their time between the U.S. and the U.K. This comes after Jonas filed for divorce from Turner in September. The Game of Thrones star then sued Jonas, accusing him of wrongfully keeping their children in New York City and seeking that they be returned to London. The former couple said that they are looking forward to being great co-parents.
It's now a done deal. 99% of voting members of the Writers Guild of America approved a ratified contract with the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers. A WGA spokesperson announced the ratification Monday and said that the 3-year deal includes meaningful gains and protections for writers. Union members walked off the job last May. The strike lasted 148 days and negotiators did not reach a settlement until September 27th. Members of the SAG-AFTRA, though, remain on strike. The union representing performers began its walk out in July. The Writers Guild says it stands in solidarity with the SAG-AFTRA and hopes the union can settle its dispute soon. We'll be right back for your Cardinal Sports update after a short break with Alex Duval.
Downer is a great option for students just because, one, you get your late night option. It's open, all day during the day. It appeals to so many different students. It appeals to the vegetarians, the vegans, any student that's avoiding gluten. With the Sundowner being right in the ACC, it's a great place for students to come meet their friends between classes, whether they want to get a quick snack, a drink, and just hang out with each other and have a good time. Good atmosphere, good music, good people.
Welcome back to your Cardinal Sports Update. I'm Alex Duval, and let's get right into it. The Plattsburgh State women's soccer team secured a rainy Senior Day victory on Saturday as the team defeated the Fredonia Blue Devils 1-0. Senior Nora Fitzgerald scored the game's lone goal, helping the team pick up 3 important points in league standings. Plattsburgh celebrated 10 seniors prior to the game. Tara Benzak, Avery Durgan, Nora Fitzgerald, Casey Granger, Sophia Hatzanias, Jessica Landman, Kayla Myers, Samantha Rashawn, Zoe Rice, and Katie Stevenson. It was Fitzgerald who would score the unassisted goal in the 37th minute as Plattsburgh dominated in the attacking half of the pitch, notching a season-high 23 shots and putting 10 on goal. On the opposite end, Lauren Haley registered her 5th shutout of the year, making 3 saves to keep the Cards out in front and moving her to a 4-3-3 on the season. Plattsburgh now sits at 4-4-3 in the season and is an 8-point tie for 3rd place, which would safely put them in the playoff field at the moment. The Plattsburgh State men's soccer team used 2 second-half goals to escape with a victory on the road against Fredonia. With that win, the team now has clinched their best start in nearly 20 years, with 11 straight games without a loss to begin their year, was the best set by the 2004 Cardinals. Despite their playing at center back, Brian Coughlin managed to find his way on the offensive hand throughout the game, culminating 2 goals for the junior. He is now tied for the team lead with 5 goals as he registered his 2nd brace of the season. Teddy Healy earned the win in goal to move to 6-0-4 in the season, making 6 saves in net. The Cardinals now move to 7-0-4 in the year, picking up their first conference win since their first SUNYAC game back on September 20th. They'll have a huge home matchup with the number 15 ranked Cortland Red Dragons, who currently sit atop of the league standings in their next outing. Then it was 5 Cardinals who took home SUNYAC weekly honors. Sophomore Marissa Colvin was named Women's Cross Country Winner of the Week, as announced by conference office on Tuesday afternoon. Colvin is the first female cross-country runner to earn honors at Plattsburgh since Jasmine Roberts back in September of 2017. Colvin finished in 19th place in a competitive field on a tough course at the 27th James Early Invitational over the weekend. Graham Richard was named Men's Cross-Country Athlete of the Week. Richard is the first male cross-country runner to earn honors at Plattsburgh since Mitch Marlowe back in September of 2017. At the James Early Invitational, Richard was the first Cardinal to cross the line, leading his team to a 5th place finish amongst 24 teams. He earned a 12th place finish overall. It was Brian Coughlin who was named Men's Soccer Offensive Athlete of the Week. This is his 2nd receiving the award. Also won the honor for his play in the first week of the 2022 season. And Ava Carey and Jacqueline Mitchell won the women's tennis double team of the week. The pair of freshmen are the first to win doubles teams of the week since Nicole and Samantha Svanter during the first week of play in 2022. Carey and Mitchell won all 3 of their doubles matches last week at the Binghamton Tennis Center, as the pair competed twice at number 2 doubles and once at number 3 doubles. Congrats to all of our award recipients this week. This has been your Cardinal Sports Update.
And that was a beautiful sports update, but that's all we have for you tonight, Plattsburgh. We hope you enjoy the show. Tune in again tomorrow and next week, Mondays through Thursdays, for more PS News.
Thank you, and have a good night.